grab onto his tricep. I'm gonna relieve some of that pressure by pulling it towards me here. Okay, so you can see that kind of pulls the lock open. I'm gonna pull my head to the outside. I'm gonna base on my hand. I step up my outside leg, and then look, I'm gonna sit to my hip here. Right, that makes it quite hard for them to hold on to. Even if you try to hold on there a little bit, right? As I round the corner now, so as I open up my chest like this, I'm gonna switch my legs, reach with the hip, and then as I circle, it gets worse and worse for me to keep holding that. Okay? I'm gonna bring my hand to the outside of the hip here, and just go to the rear body lock to finish. Okay, one more time. And here, I grip the tricep, I pull some pressure away, and look, I take my head from the center here to the outside. And circle all the way to the rear body lock. Okay? Person who's doing the guillotine, just hold quite tight, okay? Don't be so loose that it's too easy, okay? But obviously don't apply it too much as well. Okay? Let's get partner. 1, 2, 3. When they drop back from the guillotine, okay? So we're gonna start from, I'm in a puddle. Just come over here. When I'm here, he's got the guillotine grip over. Okay, I need to get my hips the opposite side. Really important, okay? If he's able to throw this leg over across my back, here, okay? I have a very difficult job now getting my hips up and over and be able to finish, okay? So I'm here, look, he starts sitting. Straight away, I run his hips flat. Okay, now his hips are square. It's much harder to get that angle over. If he tries to throw his leg over now, right, it's quite difficult, okay? So if he tries to lift it, I need to hop up higher. So I'm gonna kick one leg at a time. Okay, so like a little, like this. So I'm here. I square up. Okay, look, I'm basing on my hands. I'm gonna kick up one at a time. Reach around the far side of his back here. I can join my hands and then pull them back flat here with side control. Okay, and we will have to do that. Let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3. So like I said earlier, okay, if I start to just retract backwards and panic, okay, that's going to actually apply way more. Watch yourself, someone get lifted off the ground before at Nogi Worlds in the absolute. So I really don't encourage you to try and retreat unless maybe I'm here and I can disengage, okay, where maybe I don't have the crown of the head fully compressed here and I can maybe pop my head out. Of course you can retreat backwards, but from this position here, we're pretty locked in. I'm not going to do this. So we have a couple options. The first one, the most basic one, okay, is to try and step in close and open my neck out. So look, so again, the urge is to retreat and try and bring my own head in tight, right? I actually want to open up the opposite way. So I'm going to step in nice and tight and pull the tricep here. Okay, so as I step in, I'm going to open my head out, like so. Okay, so the more I open my chest here and open my posture, the harder it is to lock his hands. So try to bring your hands together here. Look, I'm going to keep rounding that corner, same as we did from the rear body lock. Oh, sorry, so from our knees here. Okay, I went to the rear body lock. So when I'm here and he has the arm over, I'm going to still open out. Okay, I'm going to still walk myself in. I'm going to grab his far hip. And as I do this, look, I'm going to open my chest up nice and wide. My other hand is going to reach for the far hip. And we're going to circle behind. Okay, so that's our first option. We're going to alternate that between, okay, if I can't walk my hips in so much now. So maybe I try and walk in because it's almost like sprawl his hips back. Right now I'm struggling to get in nice and close to him to open my neck out enough. So this time I'm still going to hold onto his tricep, but now I'm going to spin through. So like I'm pulling this space open, I'm going to shoot myself through like the sit, okay, like the sit through we did out earlier. Okay, so as I sit through, look, I can pull him down to the mat, okay? So I'm pulling his triceps, spinning my body through, like the peek out, okay, and then dropping his weight down. So I'm here, I try and walk in. My first option, he starts to pull his hips back. So now look, I'm going to shoot through. One more time. I'm here, I grip the tricep, look, my right leg is stepping through. I'm going to drop myself to the mat, here. And that's going to rotate him over with me for the takedown. So we'll go alternate reps. From here, pull, walk myself in tight. Right, partner's going to try and keep their grip, so you get a bit of realism here. And circle behind. And then, let's pull the hips back a little bit. So now it's difficult for me to walk in. We drop to the mat and take our partner's weight down with us. Sit, like the peek out. I keep rotating towards him. So I'm here, base, kick through, and then I'm going to rotate all the way up to my knees. And I just keep that tricep grip all the way through, and that's going to drag your shoulder to the mat then. Alright guys, let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and then touch your knees. Yeah. Some country dancing.
Cut the one.
Wrist it down, so when I click through, I'm going, right?
Yeah.
If you don't roll with it,
Yeah,
it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
So usually people will just like relax to roll through. You can also switch partners as we do this as well. So you can get a new partner every new position. Does that make sense? Get your mouth guards, get some water, and then we'll get going.
Go! 2 minutes on the clock. Same partner goes for the whole 2 minutes.